欢迎收听唱歌学中文. Hi everybody, welcome to Sing and Learn Chinese. Today we're going over the song 青春修炼手册 by the TFBoys. TFBoys, they're probably the most well-known boy pop group from China. TF stands for The Fighting Boys. They were formed in the mid-2010s, and this is one of their most well-known songs. So let's take a look at the lyrics. First line. By the way, nothing's really repeated here, so we're going to go over the verse, the chorus, bridge, and then they do repeat chorus and bridge and stuff like that, but you already know those, so we're going to skip that. Skip the repeats. All right, first line. 跟着我，左手右手一个慢动作. So 跟着我 means follow me. 跟着 follow 我 me. 左手 is the left hand. 左 means left. 手 is hand. 右手 is the right hand. 一个 means a, 慢 is slow, 动作 is movement. So follow me, left hand, right hand, one slow movement. So it's kind of like what is that song called? The Hokey Pokey, put your right hand in, put your right hand out. It's a song where it tells you how to dance it. Now we have 右手,左手,慢动作重播. So now we go right hand first and then left hand. And then the slow movement, the movement that you just made in the first line, 重播 means replay. Just like you would replay a show on TV or something. Then we have 这首歌 means this song. Notice that song uses 手 as a counter word. So in Chinese, there's a lot more counter words than there are in English. In English, you have like a pair of scissors, a flock of geese, but in Chinese you have a X of Y for pretty much all nouns. So 歌 is a song, and when you're talking about songs, you would use the counter word 手. So 一首歌,两首歌, one song, two songs, 这首歌, this song. 给你 is to give you, 快乐 is happiness. 你有没有, 你 is you, 有没有 have or have not. 爱上我, fallen in love with me. Have you or have you not fallen in love with me? Interesting. I mean, I guess that's what boy bands are for, right? And then 跟着我 means follow me again. 鼻子 nose, 眼睛 eyes. Well, that's useful. Body parts. And then 动一动 means to move a little bit, kind of like give it a move kind of thing. 动一动. That's a fairly common grammatical construction you'll see. A verb and then the word 一, which means one, and then verb again. So 吃一吃,动一动,看一看. Then we have 耳朵, which means ears. So move your ears a little bit. So follow me, nose, eyes. So move your ears a little bit. Somebody has very flexible ears. I don't know how many people can move their ears. I'm not one of them. But anyways, then we have 装乖,耍帅,换不停风格,青春有太多. Okay, so 装 is to pretend to be. 乖 is to be good or obedient. It's kind of like what you would say to a dog when he's being good, or a child when he's being good, except in the Chinese culture, 乖 is used for a lot of other things, like boyfriends will use it with their girlfriends and vice versa, and it's kind of cutesy. Then we have 耍帅, which is to pretend to be cool and handsome and good looking, kind of. And then 换, actually 耍, it's not so much pretend, it's like show off. It's to, what's another word for show off? To basically dazzle people, I guess, with your good looks. Anyways, 换不停风格. So 换 is to change, 不停 is non-stop. So 换不停 is like keep changing, you don't stop changing. 风格 is style. Then 青春 is youth. 有太多, 有 is to have, too much, 太多, and then ... we're going to connect that to the next part. 未知的猜测, 未知 means unknown, 知 is to know, 未 is not yet, like in the future. So future, to know in the future means you don't know it right now, unknown. And then 猜测 is guess. So 未知的猜测 are guesses that are unknown guesses. And then 成长 is to grow up. 的烦恼 is troubles, anxieties, difficulties. So the troubles that come with growing up, the troubles of growing up. 算什么? Like, what does it count as? Who cares, kind of. It's like, it's not a big deal. So let's see, the previous line was 青春有太多未知的猜测. So in youth, there are too many unknown guesses. 成长的烦恼算什么? But then he says 成长的, or the narrators, because I guess there's three singers. 成长的烦恼算什么 is, who cares about the anxieties of growing up? It's not that big a deal. And then we have 皮鞋擦亮. So 皮鞋 are leather shoes, spiffy shoes. 擦亮 is to wipe it or to polish it until it's glowing, until light comes from it. And then 换上, so we saw 换 already. This time 换 is to change into 西装 is a suit. So 西 actually means west because suits from the perspective of the east came from the west. Then we have 佩戴上, and that's to put on, and 佩戴 is a kind of fancier way of saying put on. 一克拉, 克拉 is carrot, C-A-R-A-T, and it comes from the English word carrot. It's just basically they take English words and they try to come up with Chinese words that sound similar. So there you go, 克拉, carrot. And then 梦想 is a dream. So put on or to wear 1 carat of dreams. Obviously metaphorical language. So 我的勇敢充满电量. 我的 my 勇敢 is bravery or courage. 充满 is full of. 电量 is power and energy. 电 is electricity and 量 is like power. So there you go. 昂首到达每一个地方. 昂首 is to keep your head high. And it's kind of a very fancy way of saying that. Hold your head high. 达到 is to, 到达 is to arrive at. 每一个 is every single, every 地方 place. So arrive at every place with your head held high, or with my head held high. The pronouns aren't given, so you have to figure it out by context. Okay. 这世界的太阳, this world's sun. 太阳 is sun, 世界 is world, 这世界的太阳 is the sun of this world's sun. 因为自信才能把我照亮. Okay. 因为 means because, 自信 is self-belief. So confidence, basically. Literally, 自 means self, 信 is belief. So if you believe in yourself, you have confidence. 因为自信才能, therefore, is able to. And who is able to? I am able to. The sun is able to. Not too sure. 把我 is to, towards me, to me. 照亮 is to illuminate or to shine light on. So the sun of this world's sun, because of confidence, only because of confidence, is able to illuminate me. So I guess it's saying the confidence of the sun enables it to illuminate me. Something along those lines. All right, next one. 这舞台的中央有我才闪亮. Okay, so 这舞台 means this stage. 舞台 is stage. 中央 is the center, the very middle. 有我 has me. 才 means only then. 闪亮 is to shine. Only then can it shine. So this stage needs to have me at its center in order for it to shine. Lots of confidence right there. Self-confidence. Okay. 有我才能发着光. Again, 有我 is having me. 才能, then it's able to. 发着光 is to give off light. Okay, so we got a little bit of extra wording there, but it's okay. It's in the next slide. 常常会想长大多好. 常常 means often. 会想 will think. 长大 is to grow up. 多好 how great. So often will think how great it would be to grow up. I often think. The I is understood. Then 有些事情却只能想象. 有些事情 means there are some things. 有 there are. 些 some 事情 things. 却 that, but 只能 can only 想象 imagine. But there are some things that you can only imagine. I can only imagine. 想说就说, 想做就做. 想说 means want to say. 就说 then say it. 想做 want to do it. 就做 then do it. So 想说就说, 想做就做 is a common grammatical pattern that you'll see where basically it's like if you think about it, just do it. If you think of saying it, then say it. If you think of eating it, then eat it. That kind of idea. And then 为了明天的自己鼓掌. So 为了 for the sake of 明天的 tomorrow's 自己 self. 鼓掌 is to applaud. So applauding for tomorrow's me. Me of tomorrow, basically. The me in the future. Myself in the future. Then 向明天对不起. 向前冲不客气. 向明天 is towards tomorrow. 对不起 is apologize, sorry. 对不起 is literally sorry. So if you accidentally step on someone's foot and you're like, oh, I'm sorry, you can say 对不起, I'm sorry. And then 向前冲 is towards the front. 冲 is to rush. So rush forward. 不客气 is being impolite, kind of. But actually, 不客气 also does mean you're welcome. So if somebody said 谢谢 to you and you wanted to say you're welcome, you would say 不客气. That's one of the ways you can say you're welcome. But 不客气 literally does mean not polite. 客气 is to be polite, and then 不客气 is not being polite, so you're not holding back. And then 一路有你. 一路 means one road or along the entire road, all the way. 有你, there is you. You are there. And then 充满. 斗志无限动力. 充满 is full of. 斗志 is that fighting spirit. 无限 is limitless or infinite. 动力 is motivation. So all along the way, there is you who is full of fighting spirit and motivation, infinite motivation. And the 男子汉 is real men. 没有什么输不起. 没有什么 means there's nothing 输不起 that you can't afford to lose. 输 is to lose, and then 不起 is you can't afford to do it. You can't afford to lose. So when it comes to real men, there's nothing that they can't afford to lose, is that line. Then we have 正太修炼成功的秘籍. 正太 is an anime term. It means, I think it comes from shǒucè or something, which was a very common anime boy's name back in the, 80s, earlier decades. And the actual kanji, which Hanzi is, kanji is just a Japanese term for Hanzi, the Chinese characters, is 正太. So that's where that comes from. And then 修炼 is to cultivate, to train. And then 成功 is success or succeed. And then 秘籍 is a secret manual. So the secret manual of success. And that's why this song is called 青春修炼手册 something along. So it's about the handbook of youth, right? 修炼手册, that's right. And then that's it. That's the last line. And that is the TFBoys' most famous song, probably. Probably to this day, it's still the most famous song. Now you know it, and feel free to review all the words that you missed or want to reinforce. And if there are any songs that you would like to see explained in the future, feel free to contact me, and perhaps your choice will be one of the ones that you see in the future weeks. Until we sing again, 再见.